Yo, what's good, guys? Ryan Kumar here, checking in as per your request. Emergency meeting, land talk happening here about crypto and stocks and what happened about the sell-off today. Today was a horrible day in the markets. We had 20% drawdown on Nvidia. We had 10% drawdown on Bitcoin. It hit 97K thanks to Michael Saylor. We got a little bit of a pump back. But what is happening? So I'm going to break down what's happening with the US stock market, the crypto market, and what you should be doing with your Bitcoin and alts, and what I think about the whole situation. So let's dive into it. First point is Nvidia dropped over 17% in the day, and that's fucking huge because this is a $2 trillion, $3 trillion company. 17% is massive amounts of money. You're seeing the NASDAQ fell almost 1,000 points in a day. That's like a black swan type event in the stock market. This is not a regular occurrence. Now, what's happening is there's a massive repricing going on with Nvidia, which is affecting the stock market because, this is very important, the stock market right now is very bullish on AI. It's very bullish on development. You're seeing $500 billion development growth that's going on for data centers. And who are the data center chip providers? That's Nvidia. And you're seeing that OpenAI is involved with this, Microsoft. I mean, this is completely destroying the valuation of OpenAI. It's completely destroying the valuation of companies like xAI, Anthropic, because you're seeing that DeepSeek is a model that's open source. So that means that anybody can take it, fork it, run it on their local machine. They can even modify it, etc. And the worst part is it only costs $6 million to make. So you have so many points and so many variances that are completely destroying the market, and it's completely destroying the growth that was coming from AI. Now, how does that affect Bitcoin? How does that affect alts? How does that affect your strategy going in here? What's going to happen with the FOMC? So let's break into it. So this week is going to be fucking huge. The FOMC is happening. Jerome Powell is going to speak for the Fed, and we're going to have to see what's going on. We have impending pressure from growth. We have impending pressure from inflation, and we have interest rates being cut. Historically, when interest rates are cut, that means the stock market within 300 days goes down. So it's never really a really good thing. It goes up for a little bit. You'll see a temporary spike to 10 to 20%. And in the long term, it's very bad. So yes, you get cheaper real estate. Yes, you get cheaper car loans. Yes, you get cheaper interest rates on your credit cards, but it's not that good for the stock market. So with that said, the Fed is going to hold the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, and it's a make or break. I don't know if we're completely priced in here. Bitcoin had fallen to 97K today. Michael Saylor came in and bought 1,000 or 10,000 Bitcoin, shot the price back up to about 100. It really has to hold within this 97 to 100 range here. If not, it's going back to 90, 89, and that could be catastrophe for all our alts. And I do not want that shit. So we got to see. We don't know if it's completely priced in. This could be the bottom just because there's just so much of a sell-off in one day and there's so much of a panic. Essentially, some point is going to come where this is going to bottom off because people will, adjust to this new valuation. People will deploy more capital. Now, I don't know if the bottom's in here, and honestly, I'm not deploying any cash yet. So let me talk about that. Bitcoin has to hold these levels, okay? And it can hold it today, it can hold it tomorrow, but Wednesday is the big day that really matters. Wednesday is the FOMC, and it can temporarily pump again, and it can fall off. So you really got to watch. On FOMC days, things are very volatile. They go very high, they go very down. And you don't want to get caught in a bull trap, and you don't want to get caught in a bear trap. You're always better off buying a little bit higher than you are at the very bottom or very top. So FOMC is the day to watch, which is Wednesday, and it's going to be a make or break moment. We either sell off even harder and we go back to smaller levels and we have to recoup from there, or we have such a good V-shaped reversal where everything goes green and the market's rallying again. So everything hangs on Jerome Powell on Wednesday. So we got to stay very close and we got to watch with what's happening. Now, let's talk about some of the alts that I'm looking at. Right now, I'm looking at Farcoin. I know it sounds fucking stupid, but Farcoin's down 30%. Anything that's down 30% can rebound 30% and go even more. So I'm seeing a 60% to 100% gain. I'm looking at it as these levels. I'm not buying as of yet. I want to wait until Wednesday. And if I'm a little bit late on my purchase, that's okay. I'm looking at Hype. I think Hyperliquid is the de facto DEX perpetual platform, and I don't think there's going to be anything that matches it. It has just such a good network effect. It has such a good network. It has such a good interface and so many different features. I think that is the clear winner when it comes to perpetuals today. And then final is Trump. I mean, Trump is a big bag of mine. I'm holding it. If it goes down, oh well. It's holding pretty well. It's only going about 10% down. It's gone down just as much as Solana has, which is pretty impressive that it's holding these levels at $26. I don't want to jinx it, but that's pretty impressive. And then I'm looking at virtuals too. I think virtuals is a little underpriced, especially with them coming onto Solana. I think it's going to be a very interesting alt to be looking at. Outside of that, that's the alts that I have on my attention. That's what I'm looking at. Also, honorable mention on the meme space is FOG. I think FOG is pretty cool. It matches the car color, so you know what it is. But yeah, overall, this is a make or break week. All right, guys, hang tight here. If you want to deploy capital, hey, start if you want DCAN. I'm waiting until after Wednesday. I want some confirmation to see where the market's going. But we are in a fucking ride. Let's see what happens here. Anyways, guys, Ryan Kumar checking out here. If you have questions for my next video, I'm going to do one tomorrow. What I'm thinking about the FOMC. Sometimes these things leak. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. And let's run it. Let's go.